The families of deceased Life Esidimeni patients say they are shocked and outraged at the Gauteng ANC. Former Health MEC Qedani Mahlangu has been re-elected to the Provincial Executive Committee. An arbitration hearing found her responsible for the Life Esidimeni tragedy, where more than 140 mental health patients died after being transferred to unlicensed NGOs. Well, joining us now is Life Esidimeni Families Committee's Nxumalo. Good evening, Sister Christine. Thanks very much for coming through. Well, you're not alone, I suppose. A lot of people are still dumbfounded at how this happened.
Thanks for having me, Vuyo. The families, after the confirmation on Monday, we approached them and asked them had they seen this and what their thoughts were on this matter. And I can tell you now it hasn't stopped, literally. They have been expressing how they feel, their anger, excuse me, and their frustrations, because they feel that the process is letting them down once again.
I mean, part of your statement reads that newly re-elected chairperson and Premier of Gauteng, David Makura, explained that Mahlangu's case has been submitted to the ANC's Integrity Committee, but instead of hauling her before the committee ahead of the conference, they now want to use that excuse in an attempt to deceive the general public.
That's how we feel, because before the elective conference, we actually asked where the matter is, and they said that the Integrity Committee is actually dealing with it. And again, we've been told the Integrity Committee is dealing with it after the elective conference. I mean, it would have made so much sense if this was done before the elective conference, so that no one is, confused as to her standing. But to now use it after she'd been elected, the point is they elected her and put her in that position once again. And now the Integrity Committee must now come in and undo what they should not have done to begin with.
Are we not really seeing politicians being politicians? In other words, they can only do as much as they can get away with. Because, I mean, truth be told, Qedani Mahlangu, yes, she was responsible, but she was a member of a Provincial Executive Committee of the government.
She was.
She was part of the provincial cabinet.
Yes.
So other people, including the Premier, ought to have known, and not only that, actually taken responsibility for what happened.
Yes, they should have, and that's what the families are asking for now, is how could the Premier, after everything that we've been through, and after all the promises, now, allow such a thing to happen? Because it tells you that this process was not seen or taken in the light that it should have been. And it's actually quite sad.
Well, I want to take advantage of something. I know for a fact you are a member of the ANC.
Yes, I am.
In good standing.
Yes, I am.
And how do you feel about your party's ability, let alone, leave everything else aside, but the fact that members of the ANC can sit in a provincial conference and elect someone like Qedani Mahlangu to the provincial executive? That should say a lot about the state of the ANC.
Look, this would be the second time that my party has let me down. Initially, when the whole saga or the tragedy unfolded, they let us down. And once again, they're doing it again. So I don't know what to say, other than to say I'm gutted. I really am, personally, because I'm a member.
But why do you think, that is when you sit there all by yourself and looking at this glorious movement that once stood for all great things of this world, and yet you can have incidents like this, like what happened at the weekend? What goes through your mind?
I think for me, the excuse that I've always been telling myself was that it's individuals. This movement is greater and it's bigger, and it comes a long way. It's a few individuals who think they own the process, they own what needs to happen. But I suppose that's one of the reasons why I'm standing here, still a member of the ANC, and saying, this is not how we were taught to look after people, to support our people. One injustice is enough. We're supposed to stand up and fight for our people. That's what we are taught.
but no few individuals, given what the ANC membership in Gauteng is, but no few individuals can leave everybody else, all the members of the ANC who are in good standing, and select out of that whole population of ANC members in Gauteng, Qedani Mahlangu to the provincial executive.
Well, I can't explain to you why they did what they did, but I really can't. I don't have words. I'm just as dumbstruck as everybody else is.
As the committee, are you planning to do anything about it, speak to anybody about it?
Well, as a committee, we had actually planned to approach the ANC and to ask them, you know, what were they thinking? How could they allow this to happen? And to tell us what is going to happen next and hopefully give us timelines. In fact, we're actually going to request that they give us specific timelines as to how and when things will happen.
I think I can predict the response now. It will be wait for the Integrity Committee to finish its work. Then what?
Well, we need to know when the Integrity Committee will do its work and by when should it be finished. So we don't have a problem with them going to the Integrity Committee, but they must then give us deadlines and timelines as to by when it should have been done, so that we can hound them if they don't do that.